It's the cabinet where Fingers stashed Anna Maria's manuscript. Secure being the operative word. I've never seen so many locks. How am I going to get into it? The cabinet's locked and secured so tightly that it's impossible to open. Even a seasoned pro would struggle here. No way am I going to get into that cabinet with my bare hands. Through the open window, I can just see the bone cruncher. Falling into that thing would be a big mistake. I bet it could tear cars apart. The window looks out over the meat company, the perfect place to watch your workforce. The secure cabinet's wheels are rusted and seized up. Nothing a bit of oil or grease won't fix. The cabinet isn't going to budge without some extra help. The drawers are locked. Fingers must have taken the key. Whatever's wrapped in this handkerchief must be very precious to someone. Terrific! A photograph of actress Lucy Chu from that film In Cold Blood. Nice, but not worth wrapping in a handkerchief. A promo photograph of Lucy Chu. A silk handkerchief, obviously Italian. Well, that stain sure won't ever come out. That is one ruined handkerchief. Stains like that never come out. I've already collected the fat and ruined the handkerchief. It's pointless doing more damage to it. It's an evil-looking thing, like some kind of torture device. The top's covered in blood and small bits of bone. I just hope it's for disposing of waste pig and not... No, I don't want to go there. The bone-crunching machine looks menacing. Nothing's happened. The bone cruncher isn't firing up. put the keys back in the bone cruncher. Maybe the grease from the handkerchief could loosen up those wheels. There, that should do it. Wheels might move a little now. An MP3 player. I know one little boy who's gonna think it's Christmas already. Well, no wonder it was locked away. Imported MP3 players, huh? Underneath the MP3 player is Anna Maria's manuscript. It's the manuscript I've been after all this time. It's old and delicate, but it survived being snatched by fingers. It's the real thing, all right. 14th century. The question is, how am I going to research it? Museums are out of the question. No. I need somewhere much more salubrious. Hey, Anna Maria, look.
George, you found it! Oh, thank you, thank you!
All part of the service. Now, let's see just what we've got here. The manuscript was made in 1307. The Templars must have known an attack was imminent and took care their treasure would be safe. Cross, crescent moon, Star of David. I wonder why these symbols are here. A fairly typical depiction of a fortified European city. The fires of hell are consuming the city. Fleur-de-lis in some pattern. Four knights with shields. The fourth coat of arms is hidden. See how the fortified city has minarets?
It looks Eastern.
It's an Eastern-looking city. A worthy and devout-looking man? Hey, I recognize this. It's Baphomet, the idol that the Templars were accused of worshipping. I really need to find a way to research these subjects. It's Baphomet, the idol that the Templars were accused of worshipping. This looks like St. George, the patron saint of England, fighting the famous dragon.
Strange. The city on the right looks eastern, but it's being defended by a Christian knight.
Wasn't St. George English?
Actually, he came from Turkey.
St. George fighting a dragon.
Do you think this angel's important?
Perhaps the manuscript will give us a clue.
A strange-looking angel. It says, "Below the fortress of the one true Patriarch awaits the angel. For he who is worthy and follows the path of the righteous."
Your Latin's good.
It was kind of geeky at school, but you know what? It sure paid off. So, all we need to do is work out who the true Patriarch was and where his fortress is.
And then find a way to get below it.
But which fortress? It says, "The first, find the knights who share a horse, and grasp the stone to open the way."
Maybe the first refers to the path that the righteous must take to reach the angel.
That makes sense. So we should understand the clue once we arrive at the right place.
It says, "The second, address the arms upon the shields, and close the circle for the knights to let you pass." It says, "The third, follow the master's worldly route and prove yourself worthy to lift. First, the fortress where he did fight, but was overwhelmed by Mamluk's might. Then he traveled to Longshank's fair city, and as grand preceptor he was received. To the temple at Villeneuve, where he was appointed Grand Master of the Order, before journeying to the island where he holds his court." It says, "The last, to see the light turn from Holy Sion to face the great fortress of the Empire of the East, the seat of the Holy Church in the west, the learned Coptic city to the south. Turn from Holy Sion to face..." From where? Jerusalem?
Can you decode it, George?
Not fully. I need a library or a database.
But the streets are too dangerous. Can't we get information online?
Well, there is a website, Andre Lobineau's Society of Antiquarian Knowledge, but I was locked out.
Didn't you say that Virgil had hacking skills?
Yeah, but he's pretty angry right now.
Then get charming.
Maria's manuscript. This manuscript's given me a lot of grief today, but I gotta admit, I'm kinda enjoying the excitement.
Anna Maria, can you spare a moment?
What do you need, George?
How's Virgil holding up?
Well, he's pretty upset. He blames you for the loss of his MP3 player.
Those guys weren't even after me. That meatpacking place is pretty shady.
It's a real factory, huh?
It is, but take my advice, never eat a Martino salami. So, this manuscript has been in your family for years, huh?
It was handed down to my father. He had a whole collection.
Oh, so there were more?
Many more.
So each one could point to a hidden treasure.
I wouldn't be too sure about that, but this one certainly does.
Look what I got from the meatpacking company.
Very nice, George.
Shame I don't like salami. I found this little baby down at Martino's. You want it?
No thanks, George. But I'm sure Virgil would like it.
Oh, you could be right.
A high-tech MP3 player.
Virgil, I know nothing can replace your MP3 player, but I thought this might ease the loss.
Well, what do you know? Same model. You steal it?
No, certainly not. I'm a lawyer.
Exactly, so you stole it. Well, it doesn't replace the music, though, does it? Ah, heck. I got it all on CD at home anyway. Thanks, George.
Hey, Virgil, you got 5 minutes?
Sure, what can I do for you?
So, how's Anna Maria been holding up?
Oh, don't worry about her, man. I talked her into a nice, cool place.
Huh? What do you mean?
Oh, she's been through a lot, George. She needed a shoulder to lean on.
Uh-huh. And you just happen to have one available, huh?
You know me, George.
Yep, I do. So, what happened after we barricaded ourselves in?
First they broke into your office, then they searched the whole place, then they smashed everything up.
Whoa. I bet you showed them a few moves, though, hey, Virgil?
Are you kidding? I was under the desk, man.
Oh. Well, so what did they do then?
Busted my MP3 player and left.
Well, that's some story.
What's so funny, man?
Well, you under a desk, Virgil. I mean, I wish I'd seen that.
You want to keep me as your friend, you better leave it, George.
Virgil, I need to get online to do some research.
So go online. What's stopping you?
The site I need blackballed me after Glastonbury. Locked me out.
Take it from me, George, and I've been in prison. Ain't no such thing as locked out. Now, where's that little gadget? I know it's here somewhere. There you go, George. This should be useful.
What is it?
It's a flashcard with a few little features of my own design. Just slip it into your PDA and ride that internet. Right, George, this is my homemade hacking system with the emphasis on homemade, know what I mean? I'll show you how to use it by hacking into a computer owned by an old friend of mine. This is you, symbolized by your PDA. This is your destination, the database you're attempting to hack. What you gotta do is connect your data stream to the target computer without being spotted or stopped. See here, my friend lives on the other side of the state. This mountain range is in the way, so we gotta go around it. If we're gonna hack into the database, we're gonna have to pass through these points, or root nodes. They disguise the data stream from your PDA so you don't get found out. To manipulate the data stream, you gotta use routers and refractors. You understand? You're utilizing other less secure systems in the area. You're pretty limited to what the device can find at the time, but there's normally enough to do the job. This one acts like a mirror. It'll deflect the beam at 90-degree angles. This one refracts your beam at 45-degree angles. These are splitters. They can split a beam at either 45 or 180-degree angles. As the target device is searching for one data stream, you'll need to converge the data streams back into one. You do this using a splitter, but in reverse. But if you're using a splitter in one direction, you can't use it in the other. These points are the bad boys. They're nodes, which detect what you're up to and stop your hacking. You gotta be one step ahead of these fellas. Accidentally route your data stream into one of these, and your connections bust open. I recommend you plan your route before you start placing nodes all over the place. So, watch me complete this puzzle. There you go. Now let's see what my friend has in his database. Oh, no! Oh boy, we didn't want to see that. He is one outrageous dude. Okay, George, your turn.
The link with Baphomet proves that there's some kind of Templar connection here. The Templars really were victims of betrayal and greed. Philippe IV, I wonder, did you pay for your sins? Even by medieval standards, Philippe IV was a ruthless, vain dictator. His puppet, Clement V, was no better.
Clement V was just a puppet of the king. Did you know popes used to be regularly attacked by mobs in those days? Can't say I'm surprised.
As Napoleon said, history is written by the victors.
Jacques de Molay was cynically betrayed by Philippe IV of France. Anna Maria's manuscript. The medieval city of Paris. It's an eastern-looking city.
If Clement V is not the true patriarch, and St. George, who came from Turkey, is fighting a dragon below the city of a holy man, who is the true patriarch,
Yes?
then the city must be Istanbul, which was known as Constantinople in medieval times. And the fortress must be a reference to the old citadel of Constantinople.
George, that's amazing! Does it still exist?
I don't know, but I bet someone in Istanbul would.
George, you are brilliant! Thank you so much for helping me.
Hey, I'm having fun. I'd never turn down the chance to search for Templar treasure. So, Anna Maria, you feel like a trip to Istanbul?
You think we'll find the treasure?
We'll have a damn good try.
Room service.
Come in.
Good afternoon, Effendi. I bring chai for you and your good lady wife.
Thank you. She's not my wife, you know.
Ah, of course. Yes, well, you are indeed blessed, sir, to have such a beautiful mistress.
No, what I mean is, we don't... There's nothing happening.
Do not worry, sir. A few nights here in the beautiful Pasha Palace, and the sweet creature will know your special gift of romantic love, I am sure. I shall leave you to your rejuvenating sleep, sir.
Hi, George.
Yeah, hi.
What a sweet waiter. What was he saying?
Oh, nothing. The weather. Rain. Says it's not expected. Never has been. All an ugly rumor. Which is good. Time to find the treasure, huh? I'll be in the corridor while you get dressed. All set?
Yeah, thank you, George.
Anna Maria. She's expecting me to lead the way.
I'm so glad you decided to help me, George. I can't believe we're really here. Can you?
Yeah, it's kind of like a dream.
Not a nightmare?
Oh no, not a nightmare. I used to be a patent lawyer, you know. Worked in my dad's old firm.
A lawyer? I'd never have guessed.
Well, I take that as a compliment.
Virgil, it's me.
George, just the man. You paid that phone bill before you left?
Oh, no, I do believe I forgot.
There's a receptionist behind the counter. She looks pretty efficient.
How are you?
I'm well, thank you. And busy with VIP check-in requirements.
What sites can you recommend?
How about the Blue Mosque? Most of our cheap deal guests seem to find it quite satisfying.
Anything else of interest?
There is also our Mosaic Museum. Guests like you seem to enjoy it.
Tell me more about Istanbul.
Do have a look at our map to see which sites could interest you.
Do you know anything about where we might find the old citadel?
I have no idea. Why don't you ask the waiter? He knows a lot about the city.
The reception computer system. Pasha Palace has probably got a free wireless zone. Posh place. It's a picture of the receptionist holding a golf trophy. I think the lady's a golfer. Interesting.
Are there any good golf courses in Istanbul?
Oh, you're interested in golf? It's one of my two passions.
What's the other?
Celebrities.
Ah, to be back on the green.
You know, it's really hard to find clubs that fit the female frame.
Oh, really? I'm sure in your case that's not a problem.
I'm sorry, what do you mean?
Well, your frame is, it would look good on a golf club?
My frame on a golf club?
Istanbul. What a city. What a city. Ever seen a club like this before?
Very neat.
I'm waiting on the patent to come through. I expect it'll make me rich. Stupendously rich, probably.
You don't say. Maybe I should try it?
A map of some of the tourist attractions.
Outside, Istanbul is bustling with people. The street outside looks busy. Looks like we missed breakfast. The waiter hasn't cleared that table yet. It's the waiter who brought the tea.
Ah, my friend. And how is my favorite guest this afternoon?
So, are you happy in your work then?
I have been a waiter all my life, sir. A joyous life, dedicated to the art of fulfilling the desires of each and every guest that travels to our great city. The exotic crucible where East meets West.
Do you know anything about an old citadel here in Istanbul?
Oh, the great citadel. Legend tells that it is buried deep under Topkapi Palace.
Topkapi?
Topkapi is one of our most beautiful sights. Alas, it is not open to the public this week. There is a political conference going on and the place is crawling with guards. Why not instead visit the famous hookah smokers by Galatasaray? Or the San Sofia, the Blue Mosque, the Turkish baths. Very sexy, my friend.
fruit knife with the Pasha Palace logo on it. Looks like the waiter hasn't cleared the table yet. Got it. Nice souvenir.
What can you tell me about Topkapi?
Oh, it's very beautiful. But the presidential conference is being held there this week. Only invited diplomats and press will be allowed in. Why not visit somewhere else? There's a map on the wall there, where you can see all the main attractions.
So, this is Topkapi Palace, the jewel of the Ottoman Empire.
Anna Maria. I think she really admires me. I can't say I blame her.
This is kind of fun, don't you think?
Most fun I've had in years. Really?
Excuse me, sir. No one through here without an ID.
It's a guard checking for IDs.
Sorry, no tourists allowed in this week. Wait, you press?
Yes. I'm a journalist.
What paper?
York Times.
They already signed in.
I meant the Idaho Chronicle.
They canceled. Were you guessing?
Of course not.
Maybe you're not really a journalist. Maybe you are a terrorist.
No. You see, I'm freelance, so I often forget who I'm with.
Oh, yes?
Because I work for so many papers.
All the paper guys signed in.
And TV. I work for TV. A lot.
All the TV guys signed in.
And radio, of course.
Radio all signed in.
Oh, heck.
Apart from
Yes?
Eamon O'Mara.
You're kidding. But that's amazing.
Why?
Well, because of all the journalists in all the world,
Yes?
you picked the one journalist
Yes?
that is me. Me.
You mean you're Eamon O'Mara? We've been expecting you, Mr. O'Mara. Are you enjoying your stay at the Pasha Palace? I'm afraid I have to ask for your ID anyway, Mr. O'Mara.
Oh, heck. I'm sorry. I left it at the hotel.
No ID, no entry. No exceptions. We're all big fans, Mr. O'Mara, especially Ekin up at the gate. If he was on ID duty, he'd be able to let you in because he knows you by sight, of course.
Of course. Back at the Pasha Palace Hotel. So, I hear Eamon O'Mara is staying here.
Oh, yes. At this very hotel. It is so exciting to have a real celebrity here.
Celebrity, huh?
World famous.
That a fact?
Up your alley?
Very good. After my little adventure in Glastonbury, Eamon wrote a bestseller about it. The End of the World, my part in how it nearly happened, but didn't. On the back of that, he's become a celebrity journalist.
He still hasn't come down from his room today. I expect he is up there preparing for one of his brilliant interviews.
Nursing a hangover, more like.
Sorry?
I said he's so good behind a mic.
I get off duty soon, and then I shall personally take him the letter that just arrived from Topkapi. I had to sign for it, you know. Must be very important.
Tell me more about Eamon.
Imagine having Eamon of Mara here in the hotel.
Yes, imagine.
The letter for Eamon.
Please, leave that. It is not for you.
The letter from the palace might be important. I'm going to distract the receptionist. Can you grab the letter while she's not looking?
You bet. Isn't this fun?
Shh. It is, isn't it? Do you play often?
Not as often as I'd like. What's your handicap?
My ears, I guess.
Oh,
Can I show you my putt?
surprise me. That was actually quite impressive.
Thank you. It's all in the grip, of course.
So, how famous are you?
Oh, very famous.
I am not convinced.
Did you get it?
You bet. It's an ID card for the palace press conference.
You are a star. Back at Topkapi.
Looks like Eamon was given an ID card and a map for Topkapi. I separated the map and the ID card. Eamon's ID card. The photo is only loosely attached. I'll never fool him with this ID. I don't look anything like Eamon. A nice souvenir from Pasha Palace. I got the photo out of the ID, which is now ruined. Well, who's that good-looking guy? Heck, it's me! Excellent. Now I've got ID to enter the palace.
Excuse me, sir. No one through here without an ID.
A cheesy photograph of Eamon O'Mara.
Who is this?
Oh, just a friend of mine.
Why are you showing me?
Oh, you know, he's a great guy. I show his picture to all my friends.
American, yes?
Yes?
That figures. Chocuzel. You really are Eamon O'Mara. Now, Mr. O'Mara, say the words for me. You know, The words.
Nah, I really couldn't.
Oh, please, I'm sure you could.
No, I'm sure I can't.
I think you can.
You gotta be in the mood.
Say them now.
Up your alley.
Oh, fantastic. Again.
Up your alley.
With feeling.
Up your alley.
Oh, Ekin at the gate will love it. He and I listen to all your shows. He's even got a poster of you at home. I'll let him know you're here.
Terrific.
Could you just wait to the side there, please? I have someone important coming any moment now.
Another guard checking for IDs. Looks like the waiter was right about the security.
Yes, that's the man I'm waiting for. Now, if you don't go away, I'll have you thrown out.
Okay.
Please proceed to the gate, Effendi.
Can you distract the guard while I sneak past?
And then what? You're going in without me?
Hang on. I need to rethink this.
Maybe if there was a way you could let me in.
A map of Topkapi Palace. That's the entrance. Probably heavily guarded this week. There's a smaller courtyard there. Could it be a way in? The famous harem. Apparently the prince kept 200 concubines, as well as the usual 10 wives. Museum section, it says. That's where the Topkapi dagger is exhibited. There's a fountain in the inner courtyard. Sometimes these connect to the lower aqueduct system. Maybe we could get underground there. Lover's vestibule? Wonder what that is.
Maybe the waiter knows.
Back at the Pasha Palace Hotel. I guess the palace is impenetrable? I mean, with all the security?
Only the Crusaders managed to break into Topkapi, and they had somebody on the inside. A beautiful woman, I suspect, though the legend is murky.
I found a building on the map marked Lover's Vestibule. Do you know what that is?
The Lover's Vestibule. It is a side entrance that has a famous bolt system which can only be opened from the inside.
Are there any other interesting entrances to the palace?
There are also doors inside that require 2 people to open them. Legend has it they were installed to prevent the gorgeous concubines sneaking out for a quick rendezvous with a gun.
Back at Topkapi, I was wondering if you could help me.
You want me to distract the guard on the left?
How did you know?
I'm a quick learner.
Once I'm inside, I'll find that side door the waiter was talking about and let you in.
Good luck.
You too. We're both gonna need it.
Scaffolding. No tourist attractions complete without it. That's the way in. Better watch out for those guards, though. A small door set in the wall. Can it be that simple? Locked. Nah, it's not going to be that easy. The guards left his phone on the wall. Got it. The guard's cell phone number is 555-654-897. I'll have to put the phone back soon. I put the phone back.
Hello? Anyone? Strange.
Stop ringing me! You are driving me crazy! Stop this! My little honey, is that you? Have you come back to me? My darling, have you forgiven me? Oh, please, I recognize your breathing. It is you. It is. Oh, joy. Oh, happiness.
Oh dear, sorry to disappoint you. It's just me. Better luck next time, soldier.
Ah, well, I guess he dumped the phone. Kind of ironic. I need to be careful here. These buttresses don't provide much cover, but it's all I've got. I just hope the guard doesn't look too closely. The plaster's flaking in the windowsill. This place is getting old. The plaster's loose here and I can see some rubble underneath.
No do, Zeki. Better check it out.
The guard's left his glass of chai. Fantastic. Lucky I got a sweet tooth.
Oh no! Zeki, I've run out of tea. Never mind, baby. I'll make a new one. Come on. You stay here. Stay.
That is one mean-looking dog. He looks hungry enough to eat a leg. What should I do, hypnotize it?
Better not go any closer to that dog.
I think his teeth are actually longer than this blade. I'm not giving that dog all of my vintage salami. Excellent. Now I've got a slice of salami. That is one lucky dog. The price of salami these days? He's still growling. I really shouldn't. The guard is up there. clotheslines tied up on the wall. Must be where the harem did their washing. Now that's the clothesline untied. Salami on a clothesline? It's a strange world, all right.